Every day, many undocumented immigrants make their way across the Mexican-American border. For these immigrants, the fear endures long past the journey. Jose Loredo and his wife, Priscilla Aguero, discuss their fears as he shares his daily struggles.
23 years old, came from San Luis Potosí, crossed over illegal as well, looking for a better opportunity to work. Came swimming through the river and walked 2 or 3 days. Picked up in the middle of the desert and then traveled to come up this way.
Immigration expert and Texas Tech history professor Dr. Miguel Lavario shares his thoughts as to why people may choose the undocumented route.
Ever since September 11th, 2001, the procedure, the policies to come into the United States have been stricter, have become much more convoluted, and of course are very expensive. And I don't mean that in a sort of meaning the money it costs to hire somebody to bring you over. No, we're talking about the basic paperwork to hire a lawyer, to get all the administrative stuff done is quite expensive. The other reason I think that people choose to do it is to avoid that, and because it is simpler to a degree, and I use that term very loosely, to simply just avoid the legal process and risk coming in through an unauthorized manner.
Texas Tech sophomore Vanessa Loredo has family waiting on citizenship due to tougher restrictions.
If you come in illegally, yes, there's a risk of, being deported or going to jail, or just the journey coming over here. Like I said, my dad did it a couple of times, and he's even scared to tell his brothers to come over here, just because it's gotten stricter. The enforcement is so much more than what he would come. But when it comes down to it, the reason they come over here is for the jobs.
Dr. Lavario said that due to post-9/11 border security measures, it is harder for immigrants to travel back and forth.
I think another reason that people do it is because for years they've done it that way. Just avoid the whole bureaucracy of it and just come and go when they can and please. Again, this has also changed since 9/11, and as militarization has increased along the southern border, that flow back and forth has become much more difficult. And in fact, we've seen a drastic decrease of people coming back and forth. Usually when people make it over to the United States, they tend not to go back, whether it's Mexico, Guatemala, or wherever else, because the difficulty in trying to come back and forth is almost unbearable.
This is a scenario Jose Loredo and Priscilla Aguero know all too well. While Loredo says he does enjoy his American life, he does miss his family in Mexico, and he said he has to shut off his emotions to fight depression.
Tengo dormir cuando pues quiero ir y no puedo. Tengo ganas de ir, de ver mi familia y no puedo por miedo de no llegar para atrás.
I think he says that he's just scared all the time. The hardest thing that he has not been able to do is just get up and go and see his family. I think he says that's the hardest part. It's the control, I guess, at this point.